you're between the ages 18 and 24 and you've been watching all these gurus online, teaching different business models, and you're still procrastinating on where to start, then this video is going to be for you. I'm going to be breaking down my top 3 favorite business models over the period that I've been in the online space, and it's not going to be biased because I'm not selling a course. I'm sure you've seen the Ima Gadzi video where he breaks down different business models. At the end, he pitches his social media marketing agency course. It's biased that way, right? Because obviously he's going to try to convince you into the business model that's worked for him, that he has a course to help you get started with it. Whereas for me, I have a free course on how to build a personal brand, but this is going to be totally unbiased for you guys who are actually trying to find what works best for you. So just so you guys have some context, when I was 13, I started actually streaming on Twitch, started streaming video games. That's really how I got into like the online actually money-making space, which is funny. So I tried, streaming on Twitch. I tried YouTube automation, where I was making these music pages and trying to, get videos to blow up and kind of automate that system. I've tried selling music online and selling project files. I've tried building softwares, selling that. I've tried drop shipping. Okay, I've tried pretty much everything: theme pages, affiliate marketing, and from all that experience I have behind my belt, I'm going to lay out for you 3 business models that I think is the easiest for a beginner to start and that has the least overhead and least risk to at least get started as a beginner like you. Now, the first business model, which I believe is the easiest to get started with, is actually appointment setting. So appointment setting is essentially when you help businesses or you help personal brands create more booked calls so that closers can later on sell that product to a more conditioned prospect. So essentially you're going to be in the DMs, on your phone, talking to prospects and trying to get them on a call, or you could be cold calling, businesses or whatever, and getting them onto a call with a closer for your business, for, the business you're working for. And the reason why this is such an easy business model to get started is that you pretty much don't need any experience. Like if you have experience talking to people online already and texting, then you can make this work. It's all about selling on the next appointment. You're not selling the product, you're simply selling time with your closer. So very easy to get started. Right now I don't have a course on how you can actually get started with this business model. I'm going to be coming out with a program with my friend who's going to be helping you get started with appointment setting. If that's something you want to go down, you can pretty much start making your first $3,000 to $5,000 a month doing this, and getting clients is very easy as well, since there's a massive need for appointment setters. Even my buddy right now, he's actually looking for an appointment setter for his coaching business because they're hard to come by nowadays. It's crazy, but it's such a simple skill that you can learn in probably about a month, I would say, and you can start making money really fast from it. Number 2 is starting a creative design agency. So this is actually what I'm doing right now. I'm getting started with my own creative design agency. Essentially, I'm going to be building websites and things for local businesses and pitching them, on cold calls or, through text or through, social media. And the reason why this is such an effective strategy, this is actually what Ima Gadzi teaches and other people do as well. I'm not doing it to sell his program whatsoever. It's simply actually a genius business model because you can get started from scratch as a beginner, and as long as you have some means of fulfilling the products or fulfilling the service that you're selling to these businesses, it can be extremely profitable and really easy to get started as well. All you have to do is really have a website set up for your business and basically a list of prospects that you can go down and pitch your idea to. Obviously, there's a lot more involved than just sales and just making money, because you got to have good customer relations. You got to have at least some knowledge in the design space and whatever service you're providing. That's going to be important, but it's extremely beginner friendly. Number 3, I'd say, is building a personal brand. So the reason I say this is that, of course, it doesn't cost anything to get started as well, and it's something anyone can really do. All you need to be able to do is pretty much sit in front of the camera like this and talk about your opinions, talk about subjects that you enjoy, and basically just pushing out daily content. Okay, strategy I used for this, how I grew my Instagram account to 21,000 followers in a couple months, was simply I record in batches, right? So I sit down, I come up with a bunch of hook ideas, right? Ideas for hooks, the first things to say to rope people into the video, right? Then I'd simply just talk for a minute straight and just loop that like 20 times in one sitting. Now I have 20 pieces of content I can push out for literally the rest of the next couple of weeks. So this is an extremely valuable skill, simply being able to make content and make it go viral, because if you can do this, you can start getting paid by sponsors in the future. You can start promoting products for businesses and getting paid for that. You can start launching your own products because you have a brand and an audience that trusts you, right? And there's a lot that goes into this. If you want to get started with this idea, with this business model, you can simply click the link in the description. I have a free course called Level Up Bootcamp. We basically teach step by step exactly how to get started building your personal brand and how you can scale that and how you can grow to your first 1,000 followers and 10K, hitting your first 1,000,000 views on a video. So very effective strategy. Is more of a long-term game, right? Because you're going to start off slow. Obviously, I made about 30 videos, 30 of these talking head videos, which I call them, before I actually blew up and was able to start bringing in revenue from that. So it's definitely more of a long-term game. You don't want to look at it as a quick get-rich-quick thing. It's something you can do more on the side. What I recommend is actually combining probably 2 of these business models and doing them at the same time, just because, for example, like a personal brand won't take up your entirety, won't take up all your time, and even doing like appointment setting until you get a good stream of clients coming in and actually good workload, then you're simply not going to be spending all the time and exerting all the time that you could be if you were working full time. So that's why I recommend try out doing 2 of these things and really let me know how it goes. If this video has informed you more on kind of what business to start and it'll actually help you, make that decision finally and not keep you confused about which course to buy or whatever, then join the Discord that I made in the description. It's a simple, just small community that I built for people trying to get started with their online businesses, where they can ask questions and get their questions answered, okay? So let me know how it goes, and I'd love to see you guys' progress in the Discord. So see you guys there.